Hi, I'm Ryan and this is Clarence, and today we're going to talk to you about how to trim out a window using contoured insulation and vinyl siding. Let's start by picking our J channel. There's two options. The first is a standard channel, which ranges from 5/8 of an inch to 7/8. Or you could pick the recommended wider channel that ranges from 1 1/8 to 1 1/2. The wider J channel must be used when installing insulated vinyl. Have a cut edge going into the channel to maintain continuous insulation. When installing full back V, slide the foam into the channel and then place the vinyl directly on top. If you do not have access to a wider J, use a standard J channel with a foam shim underneath. Slide the full back against the foam shim and the siding into the pocket of the J channel. Once you have decided what J channel you will use, it's time to cap the window. When installing J channel around a window, push the J channel against the window. If the J channel sticks out past the window, then you're going to want to put a wood frame around the window to build it out. You'll then cap the wood frame with aluminum coil. Once you do that, you'll see that the J channel now is sitting flush with the window. It's important that you install house wrap and a drip cap at the top of the window. Frame the window with 2x4s. Taper the bottom ledge to allow any water to drain away from the window. Measure the width and height of the 2x4 frame. Cut a piece of coil 2 inches longer than the width for the top cap. Cut 2 pieces 1 inch longer than the height for the side caps, and cut 1 piece to length for the bottom cap. To bend the coil, measure the inside, the face, and the outside of your frame. Your first bend will be the inside measurement. The second bend will be the face measurement, and the third bend will be the outside measurement. You will need notched corners on both edges of the bottom cap, as well as both side caps on the top. You will need mitered corners at the 4 remaining ends. Start by laying the bottom cap flush against one side. Mark the inside of the window and then 1 inch past that mark. Cut on each side all the way to the mark and remove the extra material. Cut to the second mark and bend to create a tab. This creates a notched corner. For mitered corners, mark the inside corner of the window and draw a 45 angle. Leave a 1 inch tab at the bottom and cut away the remaining material. Place the cap on the window and fold the tab downward. Repeat for the other side. Then add the top piece with 2 mitered edges. At this point, you'll need to refer to your manufacturer's instructions and your local building codes for nail, caulk, and flashing instructions. Whether you cap the window or not, the steps for installing J channel are the same. Measure the width and height of your window. Cut a piece of J channel 2 inches longer than the width for the bottom. Cut 2 pieces 3 inches longer than the height for the side, and cut a piece 4 inches longer than the width for the top. You will need notched corners on both ends of the bottom J channel and at the tops of the side J channels. You will need mitered corners on the 4 remaining ends. For notched corners, remove material equal to the width of your J-channel face. For mitered corners, mark the inside corner of the window and cut a 45-degree angle. Remove a small piece from the J-channel to provide more wiggle room. Insert the tab from the mitered corner into the notched corner. Repeat for the other side, then add the top piece with 2 mitered corners. Your window trim is now complete. As you can see, this method creates a beautiful premium finish look.